Hi, my name is Zaria, and I'm going to be talking about my experience on this Atlanta trip. So for me, it was really just amazing to experience all the blackness in Atlanta because, growing up in San Diego, you don't really see like a lot of us, like a lot of people with our skin tone. So I just feel like being surrounded by so many black people and so many people like similar to me and my heritage, I feel like that was really huge for me. Also, so like some things I've learned while I was out here from the museums is the fact that like on the military aspect of it all, like they don't appreciate us like as much as they really should, because back in World War I, or no, I think it was World War II. So there was a black officer, and he was protecting like the settlement with a bunch of other troops in it, along with his comrades. I think that's what they call themselves. So he protected all of them from the German forces, and they waited over 50 years to give him his credibility and to give him his honor award. And I just feel like that just shows how underappreciated we are, because the fact that they waited over 50 years to show him appreciation and to show him gratitude, that's just mind-blowing to me. And then also another thing I've learned is that they didn't treat us well. They just back then, like, we weren't treated as we should have, and it's just really heartbreaking for like me to like learn like the real true aspects of it, because like because I found out that it wasn't just Europeans and people outside Africa. Their own other tribes were turning on their people, like they were turning on other tribes, and it's just like that just shows how like just horrible it was. Like, it was really only about money. Like, it just like just mind-blowing to me, and it's just like I'm just glad in some ways it's gotten better, but like it's just they figured like there's not slavery anymore, but like there still is slavery, really. It's just a different name for it. It's like in jails they have sweatshops, and they have people working in jails. That's slavery, because they don't get paid for what they do. So like I just feel like just it was so hard for me to learn that type of stuff, but it's also good. Just on the side, like I can learn, like, and I can make people aware about their history, and so that we know how not to repeat it, and we learn how not to repeat the same mistakes that we once made. And that's what's so big about this trip for me, is because like you could really see it all, and like so I can become more aware about my history. And yeah, as soon as I get home, I plan on telling my little brothers, so I can make them more aware about their history, so they know how to fight for themselves and fight for others, so we're not making the same mistakes we once did. Yeah, but other than that, like being here in Atlanta was so amazing for me. Like just experiencing the culture and just seeing so much like beauty, so much blackness. Like it's just like it's just amazing for me, and I'm definitely gonna miss it going back to San Diego. But yeah, that was my experience here in Atlanta. Bye. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Did I do it? Oh my gosh, it's still going. I don't want to stop it.